You know, on my latest video about what does the future hold for Commander Graves, there was a comment by Ridden_X, and he says, I wonder with Shepard being killed by Captain Price, how will that affect Farah's forces, since she was given weapons by the general, and will they be forced to leave Urzikstan, or will Farah's forces have to hold their own somehow? And you know, I thought that was an extremely good comment, and I thought that was an extremely open discussion to have on the channel, because if you think about it, and I might see it from a different perspective that he's seeing it from. He's seeing it from the perspective that how are Farah's liberation forces going to be able to cope? How are they going to be able to survive? How are they going to be able to fight off Connie Group or fight off any other threat that, you know, comes along and attacks Urzikstan if they don't have that weaponry or that backing from the general or from the United States or from the CIA? And does she turn to somebody else? Does she turn to a different country? Or, you know, can they figure it out somehow? Do they have enough hidden away where they can do that? Could they make a treaty with someone else? So there's a lot of that goes into it. But I'm looking at it from the perspective of, would Farah be pissed off at Captain Price? Would Farah be pissed off at Kate Laswell for facilitating this murder, for facilitating the execution of General Shepard? Although their views might have not aligned, the general was being helpful towards Farah. And of course, the general was benefiting from it. If the general wasn't benefiting, then he would have never, you know, helped Farah. But there's a part of me where maybe that could be a plot point in Modern Warfare 4, where Farah loses maybe some trust, or things get a little rocky with Captain Price and the relationship that she has with everyone else on the team. And I think that's a cool dynamic to explore, because there's a lot of moving parts. Does Alex get in the middle of that? Does he take Farah's side? How is, you know, Gaz and the team gonna take it? I don't know. It could be so many different scenarios, so many different things. Like, this is a theory somewhat, so you could kind of, you know, go in many different directions. But I just thought that is something very interesting. Now, you know, with Modern Warfare sometimes, or with Call of Duty in general, the writing isn't the greatest. We know that we're not getting Naughty Dog level writing. We're not getting, you know, Rockstar level writing. I get that. But it just, there's always seems to me like there's so much potential in so many different characters and so many different story arcs, and how can they expand on that and make it better, really fulfill the potential of a lot of these characters. Also, a problem with this is that, you know, some people might just be tired of Farah Kareem, and I made a video on that many months ago now, I think early this year, where we talked about, is Farah being overused in Modern Warfare? And this would fall under that category. If we expand on a storyline with her and make the game about her, you know, it might not be what a lot of fans want. And I guess overall, I wouldn't want that either, but it was just a cool thought to have. How does Farah react now that Captain Price and Kate Laswell took out General Shepard, an ally of Urzikstan and an ally of the ULF? Because at the end of the day, no matter who you are, we know that Farah Kareem puts her country, her people, and the ULF above everyone and anything else. She put it above her brother. She's put it above her rumored lover in Alex Keller. She's put it above the friendship that she has with Captain Price in Modern Warfare 1. And so she's willing to go all out for her country. And this could have an effect if she decides to take it the wrong way. Now, one last point. This theory could be deconstructed completely when you look at the aftermath of the hearing on the blue on blue crime that occurred in Mexico. Because after that cutscene, we see Farah say this.
I stabbed each other in the back, still saving their own skins.
Every man for himself.
That's the difference between us and them.
We're gonna let this stand, boss.
The best way to end the war is to win it.
No prisoners.
Good hunting, Commander.
You too, Captain.
Now, Farah here is implying that their enemy, their target, is General Shepard and Makarov. So you would imply and you would assume that she's okay with General Shepard being killed, and she's okay with Makarov being killed as well. But it's never explicitly told or said. And because it's never explicitly told or said, she could read it in a very different way.